Hey people, I did an earlier video for designer advice. It's actually number 8, and it's entitled Start with T-shirts. I'm going to put a link to that right here. Off of that, Lou Goodlife asked me a few questions. First of all, he stated that he's thinking about starting a clothing line, and he's been watching my videos and they've been helpful. I first want to say thank you for taking time to say that. You know, I'm vlogging and looking into a camera doing this, and I do get a lot of responses. So people that respond to me, thank you very much. But anybody that takes time to tell me so is a good thing for me, just because sometimes I wonder who is watching this. But I'm glad that I'm able to help people. It's the whole point of doing all of this. So thanks for starting off with that. Basically, he's asking, one, where can I get t-shirts, and if I know of a good company that does quality work. For t-shirts, here's what you're going to want to do. I suggest that you get a reseller's license or a wholesale permit. What that is going to enable you to do is work with companies that are basically big middlemen that buy in huge quantities, and you basically get the price of t-shirts wholesale, and they're not going to charge you tax. Basically what that license says is you can pass you know, the charges for tax off onto your customer, since you're going to be a reseller. But a lot of these companies won't take your order unless you have a reseller's license. Once you do that, then you can work with the big warehouses, or you can deal directly with the brand. Go to tshirtforums.com. This is a great resource for a lot of like all things t-shirts. There's a lot of people who are very active on this forum, and they give you a lot of really good information. For the big warehouses, I'm in San Diego, so I use Mission Imprintables. Also, a really good one is Bodick and Rhodes. If you can create a relationship with a warehouse that ships multiple brands, it's always kind of good because they have a variety of things that you can order from, like beanies and hats, anything you might want to order on a wholesale basis to decorate or embroider or screen print. You'll see that there's a slew of brands that you can use for t-shirts. Now for me, what I like to use for your kind of my standard tee is a AAA. The company's also called All Style Apparel. If you're looking for a lower priced t-shirt, I like AAA's standard shirt. When I'm going to a higher tier, something that competes with American Apparel, right now I like to use Next Level. I find that their fine knits are really comparable to American Apparel, and they do good wash test over time, and they're cheaper. They're cheaper than American Apparel. Premium tees or anything in that higher category where you could charge more money for it and have a longer lasting, better hand quality tee, I like to use Next Level Apparel. Good screen printers, for this second question. All right, realize screen printing is like a blue collar industry. It's like a mechanic house. So there's a lot of bad screen printing companies out there. Trust me. My first job in college, way before I got into apparel, was actually working at a screen printing shop, and then more recently I was art director at a screen printing shop. So I can literally put a t-shirt together from design conception to making the design, color separation, printing the film, putting ink to screen, and actually creating the actual t-shirts and doing a production run. What I want to say is there's a lot of garage shops. You might get a quote for something and have someone undercut it, but what I also want to say is pay extra for quality to work with trustworthy people. There's a lot of shady motherfuckers in the t-shirt business that are unreliable and will push a date back and back and back, and especially if it's a bigger screen printing house and you're doing like hitting their minimums like 35 pieces, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. So realize that if you get a good feeling and the people have a good reputation, make sure weigh that in account with also price, because as I always say, find a couple vendors, price check, try to get reference of other people that have worked with them if you can. I work right now with a company called Consul here in San Diego. That's consul.com, and there's not many screen printing houses that I can co-sign on because of the aforementioned. All my local clients I'm sending through Consul because they do quality work. And you know, if you're in another part of the country, I'm sure that they drop ship. But I'm just throwing it out there that there's, you know, you can find someone locally. definitely can. When you're getting down to the final two shops, just make sure that they feel trustworthy and they have a good track record. Lou, good life. Any other questions, or anybody else that clicked on this, if you guys have specific questions, drop them, and I hope that helps.